Okay, we're going to start with connecting to SharePoint SQL Server. Select the configuration database. Select the web app ID, source URL, and then destination URL. The Destination Sites tab shows you all the sites, subsites, and site collections you have right now in your current SharePoint environment. This tab will eventually become a list of all sites, subsites, and site collections you want to create in your future SharePoint environment. This tab is the starting point for the user. You pick your sites first, and then you move on to the Migration Choices tab, where you focus on the lists and libraries to migrate to each site you created. Now I will go through a migration scenario to help you understand how this works. So we'll start with the root site. We're going to keep it the way it is. We're going to give it a content database name, home content. Right now, the HR site is a subsite of the root site, but I want it to be a site collection instead. So I will change URL to be sites HR. Keep the site title, site template, change site collection to yes, which requires me to enter site collection owner and a content database, HR, content. Since HR is now a site collection, every subsite is going to be a subsite of that HR site collection. Sites HR, that's good. And then sites. All right. Now this miscellaneous site, I want to delete this site. I don't want to create this site in my future SharePoint environment. So I'm just going to get rid of it. Now the accounting site is a site collection, so I need to provide content database name. Under accounting, we have finance and legal. That looks good. Now I have a IT help desk site collection and an IT site collection. I actually want to move this IT help desk site collection and make it a subsite under IT. So I would add IT help desk, and then this would be a no. Sites IT help, that looks good. IT is a site collection. I want to keep it that way, and I want the content database. IT projects, same. Marketing, site collection, marketing database. And then we have a test site we don't really need to create, so we can delete that. I also want to create another marketing subsite called ad. Call it advertising. I want it to be a team site, and then it is not a site collection. All right, now that we are done with our destination sites, we can move on to migration choices. The Migration Choices tab shows you all the lists and document libraries in each site, subsite, and site collection. This is where you decide what you want to do with your items. So I'm going to go over each one to help you understand how this works. Starting with the root site. I have an announcements list that I would like to keep in place. Calendar list, also like to keep in place. Links list has 0 items, so by default it's going to say do not keep, which is true, and I do not want to migrate a empty list. Document library, I would like to keep in place. Tasks, to keep in place. Team discussion has 0 items, so do not keep. Now human resources. So in destination sites, we decided to make human resources a site collection. So then everything under the HR subsite has to be moved to the site collection HR. So we're going to choose move and then move to sites HR. Move sites HR. HR docs I also want to move. Then the tasks list. Now it's HR benefits. I would move it under sites HR benefits. Payroll, same thing. All right, that looks good. Now we get to the miscellaneous site. This is the site that we actually deleted from destination sites, meaning I don't want to create that site. I actually want to move everything in that site to other sites. So here we have a document library called IT forms. I actually want to move this to the IT site collection. So move to sites IT. Old legal document library. We have a legal site. So what I want to do is I would like to merge existing, meaning I want to move the entire document library. That's why I selected the slash. And then I'm going to move it in a folder called old under sites account legal in the document library legal docs. So I'm going to repeat. What I did here is I chose to move old legal document library into an existing document library called legal docs, but I want to move it in a folder called old. Payroll. I want to do the same thing with payroll. I want to merge existing, move the entire document library, put that library in the root of an already existing library under HR payroll, which is docs. Now for PR pics and PR videos, I'm going to create a document library and move these two into that library. I would like to create it in marketing PR. So I'm going to select merge new, grab the entire document library, place it in a folder called pictures in sites marketing PR, and create the document library media. Now for PR videos, since media document library was already created right here, I'm going to use merge existing now and grab the entire document library, place it under videos folder in sites marketing PR under the media document library. All right, now accounting. Accounting looks good, so I'm going to keep in place. Finance, keep in place. Legal docs, I want to keep in place. Legal meet, like to keep in place. 0 items, do not keep. Keep in place. Now the IT help desk was a site collection and we made it a subsite. So I want to move everything in here, which is that list. I'd like to move it to the help desk subsite right there. Everything under IDT I want to keep in place. Well, this actually project tools, I actually want to move it on under IT projects. So I would like to move this document library and place it in sites IT project. I'd like to keep place. Keep in place. Looks good. That looks good. Do not keep. So this is the test site that I deleted in destination site, so I really don't want to keep anything related to it. All right, now that's done. Let's validate. Warning, sites marketing ad not used in migration. I remember creating validation successful. I remember creating the marketing ad site here, but I did not move anything to it. So Sharemate is telling me that, hey, you are creating marketing ad, but you're not really using it. You're not moving anything to it. So let's go back to marketing. And I will move, instead of keep in place, I will move this document library to the marketing ad site. And now let's check again. Validation successful. Warnings are not an issue. They're not going to stop you from generating the script. So everything looks good. And now I want to generate the script. Successful. Ask me where I want to save the script. Documents look good. Demo script. Save. All right. And this is a script. And now you are ready for migration.